This is we've been going on this for quite a while. I mean, we'll be at 70 episodes in no time. And we found that every band has a tie to Kiss, right? Like everybody really got into music that we seem to talk to. It used to be like the answer was the Beatles or Nirvana for, guys like my age and stuff. But honestly, everybody that we talk to, the band, they're always like it's that Kiss brush. I love the thing that you said about when you saw them as a little kid, you thought they were like comic book characters. I mean, you thought they were bigger than life.
Yeah, absolutely.
And they kind of are. I mean, now when I go back and I became a fan of them later in life, I really appreciate it because when I was younger, I was into grunge and all that. I wanted hair metal to go away. All that when I was young and stupid, right? And everything was so aggressive, and I just thought everything sucked. And then I look back at Kiss and I go, "Oh, that sucks too." But then as I got older, I really sobered up and realized, like, man, all these guys had it figured out. Like these guys were great for a reason. Gene is amazing for a reason. The whole band. So I love stories like that.
Yeah, for me, this is gonna sound kind of like Dylan, pretty millennial-ish, but yeah, of all things, my first inspiration that I can definitively remember was watching a show. It was a children's show called The Wiggles, right?
Oh my
And
God.
I'm not kidding you.
How old are you
And
now?
the guitar player was Murray in The Wiggles, and he had this red guitar. I just thought it looked awesome. And my first guitar was literally it was child size Harmony, same model, same color, the red and the black pick guard. And yeah, that was kind of the first definitive one that I remember. And then I eventually graduated, like the Beach Boys and the Beatles, and then eventually Boston. Cheap Trick. I grew up in Freeport, Illinois, which is just down the road from Rockford, the home of Cheap Trick. So obviously they were a big influence on me too, and Styx, REO Speedwagon, 38 Special, a whole bunch of other bands like that. And yeah, that was yeah. The Wiggles though was the initial inspiration of all things. And I will also add too that my grandpa also had kind of an influence on me too, because he could play a whole bunch of different instruments too, including the guitar. So I've had a few influences over the years.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna say that's the first. That is the first ever
And maybe
wiggle,
the only.
and maybe the only. Yeah.